Society tells you that to be a good woman, you must be harmless. You must be agreeable. You must be soft. You must be the peacemaker. They teach you to smile when you are insulted, to stay silent when you are interrupted, to suppress your anger until it turns into a knot in your stomach. They call this virtue. They call this being a lady. I call it being a victim in waiting. There's a naive belief that if you are harmless, you are good. If you have no claws, no teeth, and no capacity for violence, you are morally superior. This is a lie. If you cannot hurt anyone, you are not virtuous. You are just weak. A rabbit is not virtuous because it doesn't eat the wolf. The rabbit is harmless because it has no choice. True virtue is having the capacity to be a monster, and then keeping it under voluntary control. True peace is not the absence of danger. It is the presence of a dangerous woman who chooses to keep her sword in its sheath. Today, we are going deep into the psychology of Carl Jung and the philosophy of power. We are going to talk about why you need to find your inner monster, why you need to feed her, and why she is the only thing that can truly protect you. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, had a concept called quote 4. The shadow consists of all the parts of yourself that you repress because society told you they were quote 5, your aggression, your selfishness, your lust for power, your capacity for cruelty. You spend your whole life pushing these things down into the basement of your subconscious. You think that by hiding them, you are becoming a better person. But Jung warned us, the tree that would grow to heaven must send its roots to hell. Read that again. You cannot reach the heights of your potential, your career, your confidence, your magnetism, if you do not have roots that go deep into the dark soil of your nature. A woman without a shadow is two-dimensional. She is flat. She is nice. And nice is the most boring adjective in the dictionary. Have you ever noticed that nice people are often the most resentful? They smile, but their eyes are dead. They are exhausted from holding the beach ball of their anger underwater. And eventually, that ball pops up, and it hits them in the face. You see this in women who have nervous breakdowns or sudden outbursts of hysteria. That is not the woman acting. That is the shadow taking revenge for being ignored. Do not ignore the monster. Invite her to tea. Let's dismantle the good girl programming. We are raised with what Nietzsche called slave morality. We are taught to glorify our weakness. We say, I didn't demand a raise because I'm not greedy. No, you were too scared to ask. We say, I forgave him because I'm a compassionate person. No, you forgave him because you were afraid to be alone. Do not confuse cowardice with morality. A harmless woman is safe for everyone except herself. When you are harmless, you are walked over. You are interrupted in meetings. You are cheated on. Why? Because there are no consequences for disrespecting you. Respect is not given to the weak. Respect is a reaction to power. Think about the women you admire, the queens, the CEOs, the icons. Are they nice? Not really. Are they polite? Yes. Are they elegant? Absolutely. But look into their eyes. There is something dangerous there. There is a line you know you cannot cross. They have integrated their aggression. They have turned their bitchiness into boundaries. They have turned their anger into ambition. They are not rabbits. They are wolves who learn to wear silk. So, how do you integrate the monster? How do you become dangerous in a way that is civilized and high value? You do not need to start screaming at people. Screaming is a sign of weakness. It means you have lost control. The most dangerous animal in the room is the one that is silent and watchful. Step 1, stop smiling. I don't mean never smile. I mean stop smiling as a reflex. Many women smile when they are nervous, when they are insulted, or when they are uncomfortable. It is a submission signal. It says, please don't hurt me. When someone disrespects you or says something inappropriate, Kill the smile. Let your face go blank. Look them in the eye. Let the silence hang in the air. That silence is your teeth. It makes them panic. It signals, I see what you did, and I am not amused. Step 2, become disagreeable. In psychology, agreeableness is a personality trait. Highly agreeable people want everyone to get along, but statistics show that highly agreeable people earn less money and advance slower in their careers. Practice saying no without an explanation. Can you stay late tonight? No, I cannot. Stop there. Do not add, I'm so sorry. My cat is sick. I have a headache. You don't need an excuse to protect your time. The ability to disappoint others without feeling guilty is a superpower. Step 3, physical competence. There is a psychological shift that happens when you know you are physically capable. Lift heavy weights, take a boxing class, learn to shoot. Not because you are going to fight someone in the street, but because it changes how you carry yourself. When you know you have physical power, you don't feel the need to posture. You walk with the relaxed confidence of a predator, not the skittish energy of prey. People feel this on a subconscious level. They move out of your way. There is a beautiful idea in martial arts. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. The gardener in a war is useless. He will be destroyed. The warrior in the garden is capable of killing, but he chooses to tend to the roses. That choice is what makes him noble. I want you to be the warrior in the garden. I want you to be sharp. I want you to be formidable. I want you to have a tongue that can cut like a razor, but the discipline to speak with kindness. I want you to have the ambition to crush your competition, but the grace to lift others up. When you know you are dangerous, you don't need to be mean. Mean girls are usually weak girls trying to look strong. Dangerous women are often the kindest women in the room because they have nothing to prove. They are not threatened by anyone. Their safety comes from within. Stop trying to kill your shadow. She is not your enemy. She is your battery. Your anger is the fuel for your boundaries. Your selfishness is the fuel for your self-care. Your darkness is the background that makes your light shine. Go look in the mirror. Look past the makeup. Look past the polite smile. Find the monster. Acknowledge her. Respect her. And then put a leash on her and take her for a walk. Because a woman who is not afraid of herself is afraid of nothing.